Maybe I'm live now. Can you hear me now, Daily Kaiser? Maybe I am live. I think I'm officially live now. Hey, what's going on, crypto people? It is the Crypto Siege with another day in the crazy life that is a digital asset space. Good freaking morning. What is it? Happy Thursday to each and every one of you. I'm thinking that I'm good here on the live. We'll see. Let me know when you check in if it's working good. Got everything right here. That's working. Moonshot 2020. Can you hear me, my friend? Can you hear me as well as see me? Please let me, oh, what happened there? Please let me know. Bruh, XRP is in the building. Can you guys hear me as well? I am rusty on using Zoom to go live on YouTube custom. So everything is good. All right, perfect. It's great to see you guys. Listen, a lot of stuff is going on in the market. Congratulations. Congratulations. You're winning. You're winning. Lima Charlie says, products up here. Love it. Jay Coin, what's good? What's good, my friend? San Antonio is in the building. I'm glad to see that you guys. I'm rusty, not rusty. I'm just not familiar with using Zoom to go live on YouTube via custom stuff. So it's taking me a little bit to try to get used to, but I think I got it down. I'm going to do another live stream in just 3 hours, maybe, so that I can get comfortable again with doing it. The market is doing what the market does, and that is really, really exciting. So interesting stuff. Ripple wallet, TACOSTAND, better also known as Jed McCaleb's wallet, it appears to be empty. It appears to be empty. We're going to go into that. In South Texas, Celsius, what's good, my friend? Celsius, 1 million users. 1 million users, 20 billion in assets under management. That can't be said of any other crypto platform in the space, crypto platform entity, 20 billion in assets under management. Wow, that is amazing. Congratulations. So very cool. I'm so proud to be an ambassador of the Celsius network. What they have been doing has just been outstanding. I've always said that, Celsius is the greatest friend to DeFi. DeFi is our friend and is the future. And Celsius is the best friend to DeFi. Why? Because Celsius onboards, it brings new people into the digital asset space. The Celsius network increases the size of the pie. And that is massively important, massively important. I got to check and see if I should do these live streams a little earlier. But now that we got everything back, got the office, got some furniture, but still working on getting some other stuff. I'll be able to do a routine live stream. Shout out to Jungle Inc. I'm going to share a bunch of his stuff. That dude has been on point as of late, as always. And he asked on Twitter, when do I go live? And it was just some really crazy issues with YouTube, and a lot of people just not getting notifications anymore. It's just really very, very challenging. So guys, do me a favor, hit the like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. So that is going on. We got Celsius at a million users and 20 billion in assets under management. The SEC versus Ripple case is just getting crazy interesting, very crazy interesting. So we all know that recently, when the 31st, Judge Netburn has decided to do an in-camera review of the documents from the SEC. And it's going to, I think it's going to be a game changer. And then lately, an attorney from the Digital Chamber Commerce, a Digital Commerce Chamber, something like that, is wanting to provide guidance to Judge Netburn on this case. I forget what it's called. And that motion to do that got denied, but it was because there was a procedural misstep on her part, and she'll have to follow the proper procedures that Judge Netburn likes to see put into place her procedures. And then she'll probably, this lady from the Digital Chamber of Commerce or whatever it's called, will be able to kind of come in and give her expert, advice, if you will, to space. And I think that's really, really smart. Listen, got a tweet from the Joker today. You guys know Joker is one of the guys that I've said in the crypto sphere that in terms of TA and getting those prices really coming within, pennies, 50 cents, 75 cents to $1 of a price target. Joker on crypto, on crypto Twitter has been that dude. I saw today that he tweeted Stellar Lumens to $20 to $30. Look, I'm not suggesting anyone go out and buy some some Stellar Lumens, but I can tell you this: we rotated a bunch of profit into Stellar Lumens 2-3 months ago when this Joker dude set Stellar Lumen to $18. So we took a calculated risk and rotated some stuff. Yeah, and Stellar at $18. And I tell people, the reason why we did things like that is I just think there's going to be cryptos that are going to have a longer shelf life. And so what we did is we took the newer cryptos, the RSRs, the ANKR, the EGLDs. So RSR, Anchor, EGLD, and I forget, there may be another one, VeChain. We let the market kind of do what it does for those, right? And then we rotated into more XRP and our first position into Stellar Lumens. That's what we did. And our plan was to obviously get more RSR, get more Anchor, get more EGLD during the bear market, if we get one. Some people like Willie Woo are suggesting, hold on, we might not get a bear market. So that was our plan. And so we shall soon see. But so, rotated in kind of the blue chippers, the Stellar Lumens, the XRP, held on to some RSR, held on to some ANKR. But the blue chippers, obviously we got Ethereum and Bitcoin, but not to the level that we have XRP and Stellar Lumens. And I don't own any Cardano. Miss Crypto Siege does. And so that's kind of been our strategy. But I'm gonna show you this tweet from the Joker. Yeah, $20 to $30 XLM. Are you kidding me? So we're gonna go into that as well. And Gary Gensler is in the news, wants to come after DeFi, and Hush the Purse is saying, what clarity? We're going to get into that as well for sure. That's some very, very interesting stuff. But what I want to do, Christy Brinkley is in the news. But what I want to do before we do anything, let's do this. What's the name is live? BC Backers live. We did it. Yeah. That dude, BC Backer. All right, not live. He's got a video going on. All right, let me see. Let me do this before we hit the news. We have to. Right? We got to do this, guys. We got to do it. I'm going to share some of my DeFi platforms I'm on as well, my new DeFi platforms with you guys. Are you guys interested in learning those new DeFi platforms I'm on? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Whoa, what happened here? Okay, I was about to say, that would not be nice. All right, but before we get into the news, guys, let's hop on that bridge. Deloitte is in the news. Gary Gensler's in the news. Coming after DeFi. What are you gonna do to DeFi, man? What are you gonna do to DeFi, Mr. Gensler? I don't get it. If you're in this asset class and you're participating, you're ahead of 99.99% of the masses. I want you to know that. Keep your head up, keep your shoulders back. Know what you hold. Let's go. Live stream finally working. Bam, bam. Thank you so much for the super chat, my friend. I appreciate you. I know, Bam Bam. It's been a while since I've done a live stream. Michael Angelos, what's good, my friend? I know, man. The only thing I can suggest to you guys is, I don't know, unsubscribing, resubscribing, and then re-hitting the notification bell. That seems to work, but it's just very strange. Very strange what's going on. Yeah, you saw my video the other day, South Texas Celsian. SEC suing Bitcoin, LOL. Great job, Gary. Only 4 years later. Yeah. Now, what happened here on YouTube? My live thing is not live anymore. What happened? Did we stop live streaming there? Can you guys still see me? Did I hit a button I wasn't supposed to hit? I don't know. Let's go. Let's go. The market is doing what the market does. I don't know. I'm checking here over YouTube, and the thing, I don't know what happened over there, but it's not caught up. Maybe it is now. All right, so let's go over the market real quick with you guys, because the market is doing, you know, what the market does. Let's share CoinGecko. I like using CoinGecko. Yeah, 2.33 trillion. Is that up to date? Let's refresh. For the overall market cap. All right, Bitcoin is under 50,000. It was over 50 this morning. So now it's at 49,620. The overall market cap is still 2.3 trillion. Ethereum's at $3,761. Cardano just under $3 now. Shout out to all of you guys who held on. You continued in your conviction that Cardano could be the answer, right? So happy for those of you that held on. $3. That's really, really cool. Binance coin is at $483. XRP is at $1.25. Solana, it's one of those new DeFi platforms I'm on, $118.96. Polkadot's at $31. And Solana's still up 66%. What do you got? Uniswap's at $29.88. Terra Luna, the other platform I'm on, $31.97. Chainlink is at $29.93. And I'm going to just say Polygon because I have to keep watch on that one. Is at $1.45. VeChain's at 14 cents. I don't know if VeChain has hit new all-time highs in the past. I thought VeChain at one time was 20 cents. I know we got rid of VeChain, what we thought was a good time. Ethereum Classic, missed out on that 100 and something. Oh man, yeah, missed out on that. I don't know what I was thinking. That was a 2025X. So we'll have to see if it has anything left to do. Ethereum Classic is like $67.30. I don't know if it'll get back to that $140 price any longer. 5X from 70 is, $5X from $70 is, it'd be interesting. The whole altcoin market do a 5X, that wouldn't be too bad. Avalanche is another one of the platforms we're on, $42, and Stellar Lumen is at 35 cents. Now, I'm going to share with you the Joker's tweet here. Let me find it, because I do look, you know, that's a big price, $20 to $30 for XLM. Let me share it with you guys. That's a big price. That's a big price. Miss Crypto C just taking care of some business. I can hear all the way over here. There it is right there. All right. Interesting. That's a big price right there. I don't see the share button. What happened? The share. There it is. See that? There's the Joker. Again, this is a guy, just a little history. This has been a dude, since I've been on crypto Twitter, has been a guy who's been so close to being spot on. Like, I mean, just within, 10 cents to $1.50 off in his price predictions. It's been really, really, really crazy. And he's saying right here, Stellar Lumen's $20 to $30. Look, I'm not telling you to buy Stellar. I'm not telling you to buy Stellar. I'm just telling you just the history of this dude has been really, really phenomenal. It's got it right there. XLM, $20 to $30 incoming. Yeah, that, my friends, is very, 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 very interesting. So, take it for what it's worth, but that's been my experience with this guy and the history of his stuff. So what's the percentage gain of 36 cents to $30? That's not bad. What is that percentage gains? I'm gonna share some stuff that Jungle Inc. has been sharing with Hester Purse. I think it's really hugely important that we share this because, ultimately we know the deal, right? Ultimately, I'm gonna share a couple of Jungle Inc.'s tweets. First one he tweeted out was 14 hours ago. He says, Gary Gensler likes to make it sound like regs are crystal clear. Yet, Hester Purse states the so-called Howey test is not always clear, even with other asset sales. Crypto is so new, we don't have 100 years of case law to guide us. The SEC needs to give guidance. Shout out to Jungle. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Let's take a listen to Miss Hester Purse.
Of cases and law. Bad news is that we do have a history of cases and law that grew up around this so-called Howey test. And it's not clear with other kinds of assets either. Bad news is that we do have a history of cases and law that grew up around this so-called Howey test. And it's not clear with other kinds of assets either.
It's not clear. And guess where she was? She was actually talking on stage with Gary Gensler. This particular event, he's right off to her right there, telling him, this is before obviously he was the dude now, but yeah, I think that was in 2018. Interestingly enough, another one he shares here that I think is really, really cool. He says one area where the chair, Gary Gensler, and I don't see eye to eye is the lack of clarity around when something is or is not a security, quote unquote, from Ms. Hester Purse. Jungle Inc. again tweets out, we aren't asking for new rules. The world keeps begging for clarity, and you, Chairman, want to argue. I love it. And CoinDesk did this. I saw this earlier today in CoinDesk.tv. One error with the chair, and I'm right, that she unpacks the token safe harbor proposal, which I think is awesome, an awesome proposal, 2.0, DeFi regulation and more. So she's coming up with solutions. She's not only acknowledging the challenges, but she's coming up with solutions, unlike Mr. Gensler. But I do think, I don't know, I think it was Attorney Jeremy Hogan who brought up a very, very interesting point about Gary Gensler. I think it was Attorney Jeremy Hogan. I think it might have been Deaton. I don't think it was a YouTuber, but he said something very, very interesting that perhaps Gensler's agenda is to have, on his belt, a notch on his belt, if you will, as SEC chair, as having garnered the largest suit, right? So you know how they get fined. So the largest fine in the history of the SEC. And that, of course, could very well be Ripple. because a fine seems very, very inevitable. And that this is the reason why Mr. Gensler perhaps has not stepped in and ended this lawsuit when it was obvious that they're getting beat up really, really bad. And again, this wasn't my thoughts, but I found that thesis a little interesting, that perhaps this is why Gensler has not stopped the lawsuit, to have under his belt, a notch on his belt, having been the chair when the SEC brought in the largest fine in the history of the SEC. That is a very interesting thought, but this is what we're dealing with the SEC. It's sad. All right, let's listen to Ms. Hester Peirce.
Investment advisors and other more. Well, one area where the chair and I think don't see eye to eye is the lack of clarity around when something is or is not a security, and what actually is the security at issue when we're talking about these token offerings. So I do think that we could provide some more clarity in that space. I think we could provide more clarity around custody of digital assets by broker-dealers, investment advisors, and others in our space. And just more generally, we could provide clarity around how these traditional entities can interact with digital assets in a way that's compliant with the existing regulatory structure.
All right, so again, she's just not addressing the issues and challenges. She comes up with solutions, and one of those is the token safe harbor proposal 2.0. And so I really do appreciate what Hester Peirce has been doing. Just being honest, being upfront, being willing to say there's some challenges and there isn't clarity, and we need to clear some stuff up. Unlike the chairman Gensler, who is, in my opinion, in the pockets, if you will, of the big banks and the banking system, and is doing their work in so many ways. That's why we say on this channel, they put him in Gary Gensler. They put him where they need him. And if you haven't seen that video, I highly encourage you a few weeks back to go check out that video where I pointed out that and shared some articles to point to that very fact that they just place him where they need him. And don't forget his history at Goldman Sachs, what, 18 years or so there. So, VeChain's all-time high this year so far was 28 cents, says South Texas Celsius. Thank you, my friend. It's 28 cents. Okay. All right. So it's 14 cents now. So there you go. It has a shot to get back to its new all-time high. I know we sold our VeChain in somewhere in the 20-cent range. I don't really remember when I say sold. We rotated it in to XLM. For sure. So let me say hi to the family. Make sure I got everyone who checked in. XRP 589. Who is that there? Russian. Who is that? I don't know who that is. I know that's not mom. All right. See, Jay Korn is in the building. Appreciate you being here. Jay Sober, what's good, my friend? I think I missed you checking in. Who else did I miss? Brian is here. Good to see you. Let's wrap and hello from Ukraine. Okay. Hello to you, my friend. Привет. Как дела? Let's see. Willie Washington, morning, Siege. Do you think settlement? What's going on, Willie Washington? It's great to see you, brother. Morning, Siege. Do you think settlement is coming after the judge asked for those documents? I do. I think a settlement is coming. Attorney Hogan doesn't think so because they don't have enough information to they can't gather it. He believes each side doesn't have enough information on where they stand, whether they are strong or weak, strong, whatever, to come to an agreement on a settlement. So I think a settlement is coming, but both of the dates for them to turn in stuff, respond to stuff is in September. Attorney Hogan doesn't think a settlement is going to happen until November or later. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see. I think the when is most important for Ripple. And I think a when still can be in a settlement it's just kind of what they get in the settlement. So Ripple's going to definitely want to get, where it comes across when they share what it is that they got, that it comes across as a win. And I think companies like PolySign are waiting, where CEO Jack Dorsey, has essentially said they're waiting for this thing to get clear. And I think other people that are looking to work with Ripple and or use the digital asset XRP are waiting for this thing to settle as well. Master EZ10, hello from Oxford. How are you, Master EZ? Good to see you. Appreciate you being here. What's going on, crypto homegirl? Yeah, I'm great. Yeah, I'm glad I got a chance to go live. It's been a while. It's been a while for sure. Yeah, the timing is uncanny. Yeah. Keyless is in the building. How are you? Good to see you. Hi, Siege. Hi, everyone. What's good with you, Keyless? Great to see you. Crypto Ed, hello all. West Coast Canada is in the building. Good to see you. Appreciate you being here. So that is some very, very interesting stuff coming out of Hurst Purse, Jungle Inc. My guy, thank you so much for sharing. We appreciate you taking your time, your energy, and resources to share with the community for sure. The taco stand thing is very, very interesting. I'll share that tweet with you as well. Yeah, so a new DeFi platforms, I'm going to share that towards the end of the stream that I'm on. I think there's a future. I think Solana, I think Terra, I think Avalanche are the future. I think Polkadot has a big future as well, and what they're doing with Kusama and their parachains as well. I don't own any DOT though. Don't own any DOT. I probably should, but I don't own any DOT. I had to kind of pick my poison. So I went with owning some Solana, owning some Terra Luna, owning some Avalanche, very, very, small amounts, but, that's kind of where we are now, and playing with those platforms and seeing how that will go. Yeah, it keeps going out. That's what it is. It keeps going out there. It's very interesting. Maybe it's just delayed. So Taco is broke. That's the word, I believe. According to Leonidas, Crypto Ed, according to Leonidas. So let's share that with you guys. See if I can find that. Yeah, here it is right here from Leonidas and Nathaniel CJ Rothschild commented or retweeted. Leonidas shared with us the Ripple wallet that funds TACOSTAND is now officially empty. A year ago, this wallet held more than 4 billion XRP. Billion. So is it empty, or is it still have stuff in it? I don't understand this right here. Balance 709 million. The Ripple wallet that funds the TACOSTAND. Oh, okay. So the Ripple wallet that sends XRP to the TACOSTAND is officially empty. Okay, got it. So he's talking the TACOSTAND, which is Jed. So I misread that. Jed's wallet still has 709 million XRP. So yeah, I misunderstood that there. But man, 4 billion. What else did I want to share with you guys that I found to be very, very, very interesting? Here it is right here. This I just think is just cool. Again, shout out to Celsius. Let's share it. On Celsius. That is just freaking crazy. 1 million users and over 20 billion in assets under management. I am a proud ambassador of the Celsius network. I think they do a tremendous job in onboarding new people, providing yield, giving great financial strategies, learning how to not only acquire the asset, but don't just acquire your Bitcoin, your Ether, your XRP, or your Cardano, but also learn how you get yield on that asset, and then do what the 1% of the 1% do, which is learn how to leverage the assets that you hold. The 1% of the 1%, they don't liquidate their assets. They leverage their assets. Ask Michael Saylor, ask Alice Mashinsky, right? These are people in the 1% and 1%, right? They borrow against the assets. They learn to leverage their assets however they can, right? And so it's a big time strategy. I was just listening to Rand Nooner early this morning, and he actually has, when he cashes out, he puts a certain percentage into the Anchor protocol and earns 20% on his UST, right? Which is basically US dollar, 20% over there at Anchor. And I'll get into that as well. This is an interesting article coming from Deloitte. It's a survey, and it's 2021. Where is it? A PDF. Here it is. Here. Deloitte Insights. Deloitte's 2021 Global Blockchain Survey, a new age of digital assets. Now, I haven't actually gone over this yet. Disruption in the financial services is the content, from physical to digital, from digital to the future of finance. Very interesting. And then the conclusion, there's some very interesting stuff. We'll go over this together. But it's very, very interesting to see Deloitte coming up with this kind of information in reference to the digital asset space. The business imperative of adopting blockchain and digital assets is growing noticeably as organizations increasingly accept that their current business models are at stake. More than 3/4 of FSI's respondents strongly or somewhat agree that their organization will lose an opportunity for competitive advantage if they fail to adopt blockchain and digital assets. That is really, really, really powerful stuff. Again, I haven't gone over this. It's the first time that I've gone through this, but I think that is hugely important. Guys, make sure that you get this PDF. Can I share it? Let me see if I can share it for you guys, and you guys can just grab it and go over this as well. It's always important to know what it is that you hold, know the space that you're in. I don't know if this is going to work or not, guys, but I'm going to try and share it. Did not work, did it? I'll have to link it maybe. Oh, there it is. Yeah, streaming seems like it's lagging a little bit. I changed that freaking latency, but it still seems like it's lagging a bit. Seems like it's lagging just a little bit there. So yeah, there's some interesting stuff coming out of Deloitte. And I do want to go over this in detail, but I think it's that's our focus is on FSI is well placed. All right, let's see here. Today, digital assets are disrupting the entire financial market. Indeed, the rise in digital assets is affecting every organization and industry that is a customer of FSI. That is pretty much everyone. That's for sure. That's financial service institutions or something like that. Blockchain is driving change in holistic financial ecosystem, from deposit taking to payments, lending, investing, and trading anything of value. The very nature of financial instruments, from money to stock, and the infrastructure for any type of transaction is changing for the better. Is changing for the better. So this is a really, really good thing. I can't wait to get into this a little bit more. Here's a chart of how do financial executives view blockchain and digital assets. Absolutely like this. Very, very nice charts here. Blockchain technology is broadly scalable and has achieved mainstream adoption. That was a question. What is your level of agreement or disagreement with each of the following statements? This is a great question. Blockchain technology is broadly scalable and has achieved mainstream adoption. 81%, 84%, and 96%. And so the darker blue is FSI pioneers. The green is FSI overall at 84%, which is really, really interesting. And the light blue is just the overall, and it's at 81%. So that is absolutely outstanding news. And so we all heard of this. I'm not going to go over this in detail. But the SEC, you guys probably watched my video yesterday. The SEC charges global crypto lending platform and top executives in $2 billion fraud. And remember, the SEC people have salaries, but their coffers are built upon these fines that they get and disgorgement that they get. They get this money in, they don't return it to the people. They may return 0.01% to those who have been harmed, but the vast majority of what they get, they keep for themselves to continue to build out the SEC. So they're going after BitConnect. BitConnect, finally, 4 years later, like South Texas Celsius was saying, they're going after BitConnect. And one of the US promoters, which is surprising to me, Glenn Arcaro, because he was the big promoter in the US, in the beginning, and then other people kind of, he had some other people on his team, if you will, right? And we all know of the one guy for sure, because he had a really big YouTube channel. And then it was a young kid who just really went through some emotional trauma after it was discovered that it was fraud, because it was obvious to me that they were being misled along the way, being told one thing. And then it's very, very hard when you're being told one thing and you see this money coming in this other way. It kind of blinds you. And I feel like that's what happened to the US promoters. I don't know if I could say that one for each and every single one of the US promoters, but I do feel like it did happen to a couple of them. So yeah, bringing the suit. According to the SEC complaint filed the United States District Court, Southern District of for the Southern District of New York. Why is this thing not working? From early 2017 through January 2018, defendants conducted a fraudulent and unregistered offering and sale of securities in the form of investments in a lending platform offered by BitConnect. And so the founder is Satish Kumbani. That was the founder of BitConnect. And the main US promoter was Glenn Arcaro right here, Glenn Arcaro. So who knows? We always wondered what was going to happen to BitConnect, or what had happened to BitConnect, why we hadn't heard anything coming from them, from anybody in reference to BitConnect. Like we heard nothing, nada, nothing. So there it is. Now there's something coming out of that madness. IB Preston is in the building. Good to see you, my friend. One Eye Jack of all trades is here as well. What's good, my friend? Great to see you. OG Brown, what up, C's? I'm in the Ripple. I'm into Ripple thanks to your videos. Happy so. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, my friend. Glad you have some of that XRP, my friend. That's right. Everybody else is wild. So that's right. So yeah, so I misspoke there. I mistitled that video. I may have to change it because it's the wallet that feeds the TACOSTAND wallet that is empty. Interesting. So, and it had 4 billion in it. So that means Jed over the year has received his 4 billion XRP, and he still has 709 million left to do what he will. That's right, IB Preston. Aha, watch that. Watch what the SEC does. They'll find BitConnect, get their cut of the scam. Those defrauded by BitConnect will get nothing. Yep. Investor protection, mafioso, shakedown, government, nothing more. Yeah, I have to agree with you, my friend. That is the way it has been playing out. It really has. This is just the way it's been playing out. It's no question, absolutely no question about it. The guys. They're awesome. All you guys are doing awesome. Hitting that like button, hitting the subscribe button. I definitely do appreciate it. We're going to go over some of the DeFi platforms that I'm in now. So hopefully some of you guys have some Solana. Well, I say hopefully because I know what's his name. CKJ had been promoting Solana. You know how he does those challenges and different things like that on his channel. Every now and then I'll hop in and he's doing a challenge here, challenge there. And I know he promoted to his family, his audience, Solana, I don't know, months ago, maybe. I don't know how many months ago. So hopefully a lot of people had a chance to get some good and great return on investment. For me, I'm looking at cash flow. I'm looking into using platforms where I can get cash flow in the Solana ecosystem. That's primarily what I've been doing. So, and Terra Luna as well. And so, and osmosis on Cosmos in the osmosis zone as well. Not very much. I think the biggest amount of money I have is probably on Avalanche. And I'm going to share as much as I can with you guys, kind of what I've been doing on each of those platforms. I just got about $1,000 worth of ETH that I had somewhere else, and I'm going to put it on a platform. And I think I'm going to put it on Terra Luna and take advantage of that. What's going on, Mr. Windows? Great to see you. Good to see you, my friend. But which one should I cover with you guys? Let's see. Probably should go over Terra Luna because that's the one I was just recently on. Let's see here. See what I can share with you guys. Anchor, the Terra Bridge, Terra powering the innovation of money, ecosystem. Let's see this one. Terra.money is where you begin to learn what the Terra platform is and what it's bringing to the space. I think it's important to understand. This is layer one, right? And I think it's important. Solana layer one, Avalanche, Solana, Terra Luna, I believe these are layer ones, right? So there's Terra.money. That's the site, Terra.money, programmable for the internet. It's programmable money for the internet. That is the most attractive to hold. Let me put this out of the way. Anchor protocol allows Terra stablecoins deposit to earn stable yield powered by block rewards of leading proof of stake blockchains. And here you can learn more about Anchor. Anchor is where you can deposit the Terra stablecoin, which is UST, and earn 20% APR, I believe, on that. And it's the easiest to spend. Terra stablecoins offer instant settlement, low fees, and seamless cross-border exchange, loved by millions of users and merchants. What does that say? 2 million active payment users, 1 billion in volume per year. What is this here? Pay with Terra. Try download. Okay, let's do this. My thing is not performing well here. Terra supported smart contracts enabled by the COSMWASM technology. Build smart contracts in Rust, Go, or similar script, run on multiple chains, governed by the Cosmos IBC, connected by the Cosmos IBC. Yeah, so this is the platform that I've been learning more and more about each of the platforms. Let me do this. Let me hit here, see what happens. This is the Anchor protocol, which is like a savings account. Better savings is essentially what it is. And you deposit UST, and I think you can do ETH as well here, but better savings. Anchor offers easier integrations. Anchor's open source savings as a service SDK can be integrated. Cool. Anchor offers frictionless access. Anchor savings have no minimum deposit, account fees, or sign-up requirements. It can be used by anyone in the world with access to the internet. I think it's just going to be powerful. And they stay around that 20% mark. All right, so let's open up the web app here so you guys can see what it looks like. And that is app.anchorprotocol.com to get to the thing there. So here's the dashboard. It got $3 billion in stablecoin deposit, $3 billion. And the total collateral is $2 billion because you can borrow against it. The yield reserve, think about that, $3 billion in UST. Yield reserve is 61 million UST. The price for the Anchor Protocol token is $3.25. I don't have any ANC yet. I have Luna and UST. The Anchor buyback program, which is good. Anchor buyback total. They have a good, here's, I guess what I'm saying is the tokenomics for me around Terra Luna is undeniable. It's a really great tokenomics with their buybacks, with the interest, leveraging both the Anchor protocol and Mirror protocol. I think it's outstanding. Mirror allows you to do some stuff in shorting on Mirror and with what is it? Equities, so stocks. Stablecoin market, 1.3 million in deposit. The deposit APY is 19.46%. And again, this is Terra's version of a US dollar stablecoin. So 19%, almost 20% on your stable is not bad. And again, it's very, very liquid market. So in terms of you earning and then wanting to, whether you want to put it into another stable, whether you want to put it into another crypto, you can do it. The borrow APR is 25.39%. If you borrow and you use UST as a as collateral, so that's pretty good. Total collateral value right now is 2 billion, which people borrowing, and right now you can deposit Luna and ETH. Luna and ETH, and what you do is you mint Luna, you mint ETH, you get B Luna, you get B Ethereum, which I'm going to be doing that, to be depositing Ethereum here in a bit, as soon as I'm done probably. And they have a great bridge to come off of Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain. So Terra has a great bridge to do that, which is really, really, really cool. So yeah, I encourage you guys. I'm going to do a video once I do, do some transactions on these 2, 3, 4 times, then I'll do a video to show you guys how to use the platform as well. So it says earn here, just as you would deposit UST, and you can just flat out just deposit, right? And you earn 19.46% on that money, which is really, really good. And then you can borrow as well. And so because of what they pay you for borrowing, your net APR is going to be 12.67. So it is APR, which is really, really cool. And then the way you do it is you go over here to bond after you deposit, and you mint or bond, if you will, mint your Luna, change it over, and it becomes B Luna. And you can put that UST on here as well. So I really like the platform. Again, I only did one transaction on here, so I don't want to go into too much depth, like I know what I'm talking about, because I'm just learning how to use it. But I did want to share that with you guys because I think this is the future. I know this is the future. The future is not just about acquiring the asset, but it's learning how to get yield, and it's learning how to leverage the asset. Because if it's an asset, how much of it do you really want to liquidate? how much of that do you really want to liquidate and to go into the dirty, nasty fiat? I'm not suggesting that you won't do any, but how much, right? When I was listening to Rand Nooner today and to hear him say that, you know, he goes into UST and he puts it on ink and he earns 20%. He said he takes, so out of all of his assets that, you know, when moon during this cycle, right, he did it for 27-18 too, he'll take 6 to 8 months of his quote unquote salary, and he'll put that away for savings, right? That is very, very similar to what me and Miss Crypto Siege are going to do, right? But he'll take, you know, he'll just take that lump sum 6 months to a year, right? So if you're making $50,000 in a year, and your when moon, right, is 100,000 or 150,000, he'll take, let's say 150,000. He'll take 50,000 of the 150,000, and he'll put it in somewhere where he's earning 20%, right? So you got your year's salary, and you're earning 20% on that, right? Think about that. And then he takes the other. Now for him, he takes the other and he puts the vast majority of it into Bitcoin. You know, that's for him. Yeah, for me, I won't. You know, I won't be doing that. But that's an interesting, very, very interesting side. I will be putting something into Bitcoin, but not the vast majority. So it all depends on what your mindset is for saving. What is that going to be? You know, and I may change up. I may take the ROI that's going to happen in this one moon and you know, acquire more BTC at better prices. I don't have a bunch of BTC now at these prices. For me, it doesn't make sense. But you know, you have to come up with your own strategy there. So that's kind of how I'm seeing things. I wanted to share that with you guys. The lag is really, really brutal here, which what I'm looking at. RC, hey, Siege, have you heard of Jam? I have not heard of Jam. What's going on with Jam, my friend? Hello, Mr. Window. Plan X is here. Hello, Siege. Sorry I'm late. Do you have any thoughts on why SEC? What is why? What is why SEC? David Cowan says, hey, Siege. I have released a new cold wallet that you and others may be interested in checking out. I'm the CEO of ArcPlate. Hello, David. How are you? Appreciate you checking in, my friend. You're the CEO of ArcPlate. I released a new cold wallet that you and others may be interested in checking out. Cold wallet, okay. Oh, good. Long time follower. Oh, I appreciate that, David. I appreciate that big time. Arcplate.com. All right, let's go over there. I feel like I've heard of that actually. How long ago did you start ArcPlate, David? Oh, very cool. How long did you start that? Thanks for being a long-time supporter of the channel, my friend. I appreciate that. Launched on August the 13th. Okay. Got it. Very, very cool. It's a sleek looking wallet for Zum 2. Very interesting. What do you mean by that, keyless? It's for Zum. Is it Zum, Zoom? I forget. Oh, Mark Splice says the lag's not bad. Okay, good. You're welcome, Mark Spice. I appreciate you being a supporter of the channel, brother. Check out tutorial page. Okay, let me see here. Where is that? Oh, okay, let me share that with the family. Let's share that. I see the tutorial page right there. Tutorials, okay. tutorial on how to use the ArcPlate Vault Universal Asset Recovery Key plate to back up your 12 or 24 recovery phrase. Yeah. So do you have something on the technology behind the vault, behind your wallet, my friend? Oh, there it is. tutorial. Very cool. Yeah, I'd like to learn more about that. Oh, let me put my email in here, for the channel. Can I put that in there? Let me do that real quick. David, please reach out. I'd love to chat with you, my friend. Very nice. All right, let me do that. That's my email. Let's go back to the tutorial. Copy your recovery phrase onto your ArcPlate Vault conversion sheet. Oh, very nice. You mean I can get rid of these paper stuff? The ArcPlate Vault is compatible with all 12 word and 24 recovery phrases. This example shows the process of recording a 12 word wallet. The process is the same for 24. Cool. Use the included code book to convert each of your words into their BIP 39 number equivalent. Okay. Convert your numbers into their dot representation of the paper template of your ArcPlate Vault. Copy your paper template onto your ArcPlate Vault using the Sharpie. Using the Sharpie mark included in your package. Okay. If you make a mistake, use your tip. Cotton swab particular rubbing alcohol to erase the Sharpie. Triple check that your marks are correct. Any mistakes made beyond this point are permanent. Oh, got it. Place your ArcPlate Vault on top of a hard, flat, and sturdy surface such as a kitchen table. Okay, we suggest placing a cutting board. Got it. Beneath the vault to prevent damage. Do not place on glass towel. Okay. Oh, I see. Once you have finished, do a reverse conversion of the dots on your physical vault into the prospective numbers and words in a blank piece of paper. Confirm. Got it. It's interesting that you've done something with the Zum wallet, which is, I think, is really very, very interesting to see as well. I'll go back here. Yeah, we got a Zoom tutorial as well. I'll check that out also. Well, I appreciate you checking in, my friend. There's Jungle. What's going on, Jungle? It's good to see you, my friend. Very, very interesting to see you, my friend. Very, very. No more paper, fireproof, waterproof, hackproof, and permanent. Okay, love it. Bell on, no notification. Yeah, Jungle, I know. I have several people now telling me the same thing. It's just really, 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 really crazy. I appreciate you checking in. I covered a couple of your tweets today, as a matter of fact, Jungle, about Hester Person, her disagreements with Gensler and, the SEC in terms of the clarity as well. So shout out to you, my friend. Keep doing what you're doing. So guys, listen, that is some very, very interesting stuff for today. I do think, again, I'll be sharing more of Terra Luna and what I'm doing on Terra Luna with you guys, and Solana and Avalanche as well. Keyless, I did not forget your question. I don't know it by heart, so let me see if I can find how you get to Avalanche. Make sure I got the right one for you. Avalanche, their token AVAX, has been really, really doing some really, really good things. All right, so that's store your wallet, which you don't. Benki. So which part did you want, Keyless? Did you want Banky, how you can supply and use? Oh, here's the best way to do it. Let me do this. Let me just go over to DeFi Llama. DeFiLlama.com. Let me share my screen. This is the best way to kind of get into the ecosystems. You go to DeFiLlama.com. All right, so you go, this overview here, which is really, really good. So, 169 billion total value locked for DeFi. That's pretty cool. And you can see here, there's TVL rankings up here at top. You can go to Ethereum, ecosystem, Solana's ecosystem, Polygon, Phantom, Terra, and Avalanche. So if I click on Avalanche here, Keyless, it lists the different protocols, exchanges, decentralized exchanges, protocols. What else? Any platform on Avalanche, it'll list it here. So it's the DEXs, it's the protocols, any lending platforms, any swaps programs, like Paraswap supposed to be coming over to Avalanche here soon, PARA. And it shows that which platform has the most TVL on Avalanche, and that's Banky right now at 53.97%. And so Banky is the platform, Keyless, that you can supply and borrow against on it. And so it's Benqi.fi, BENQI.FI. That's the platform that I am on. They have 1 billion with the B in assets locked. Let me open it up. I'll show you some. Benqi, algorithmic liquidity market protocol on Avalanche. So Benqi.fi, again, 1 billion, almost 2 billion on the platform. Earn interest on your assets, access liquidity on demand with low fees. Fees are just a blessing. I tell you what, I bridged over the vast majority of my crypto onto Avalanche, onto Solana, and onto Terra in terms of providing liquidity. What I mean by assets, right? I still on Yuan Swap and Yuan Lend, still have a little bit on Aave, but vast majority over to Avalanche, Solana, and Terra as far as participating, because just the fees are just the speed and the speed, you just can't, the fees and speed, it's undeniable. It just is undeniable. It costs you something to get off of it there. Oh my gosh. But once you're off of it, you just don't want to go back to any of the other stuff. Participate in governing the protocol by earning key strategic investors, which I think is very, very interesting when it comes to this platform here. Look at the strategic investors here. Dragonfly Capital. Arrington XRP Capital, GenBlock Capital. So these are things that, a lot of people think this key token is not going to have some value to it. But when you have partners like that, there's a reason that these type of people invested in these guys here. So kind of take it for what it's worth if you think the key that you earned is worth it. So it's Benqi.fi. What I did is I added Avalanche to MetaMask. I added the Avalanche network to my MetaMask, and that's how I work there. Solana and Terra, I went the way of the ledger. I went the way of the ledger. A little bit more complex, not as smooth as just adding a network to MetaMask. But I went the ledger route just to get more familiar with doing it with a ledger. And just kind of realizing that that's going to be the future of Solana, Avalanche, and Terra. And so you definitely want to secure those assets on the ledger via the ledger, I think. So there it is there, Keyless. I hope that helped. You just go to DeFiLlama.com again. And go back over here to the overview. You scroll down right here. You can just click on the one that you want to learn more about, right? You can go to Terra. And what I've been doing is investing in, for example, take Solana, example. right? I'm looking at radium, have some radium, the Soul Farm, right? I'm looking into these in terms of ROI, right? What's that crypto that I can probably invest in, hold on long term, right? Especially now, right? Because Solana, probably missed that, right? And so these are the ones I'm kind of looking at now. Serum is big, and I have some Ray. Serum is big, right? Which is radium. That's what I'm doing with both Terra and Solana, right? This Lido, I think, is going to do some really, really big stuff. Terra Swap and this Paraswap is about to come on here. So that's just what I've been doing. What can I dollar cost average into out of these platforms? And you can click on each one and do your homework and see, right? Mira is big. Anchor is big, right? So for me, my strategy is to dollar cost average into these platforms long-term for the long-term thing, right? Again, Terra's had its run. So I just provide liquidity, but as far as, an asset to hold and get a better price and maybe dollar cost average into those. That's what I have been doing as of late. But these are layer ones in Terra and Solana and Phantom Avalanche. So I've been investigating each of those, but I won't do a video until I've done I'm going to say at least 3 transactions on Terra, Avalanche, and Solana. I think I'm at 3 with Avalanche, but Terra and Solana, it's just 1 each, right? And so when I get familiar, I will share that with the family for sure. But to me, it's very, very obvious that this is the future. Crypto Homegirl says, thanks, Siege, Mods, and Bam for the 411. You're welcome. To me, that is the future. Yeah, exactly. You're welcome, Keyless. I'm glad that helped. David, thank you so much, man, for sharing. All right, brother. Have a good day, David. I appreciate you being here. David Cohen, CEO of freaking ArcPlate. I like it. So there we are there, guys. Listen, I'm going to end this video. I hope you got some value out of that. You're welcome, Hajer. You're absolutely welcome. Thanks for the show, Siege. You're welcome, my friend. So that is where I kind of see the new layer ones. And again, we're early. So you got to kind of make your own financial decision, which is what I love about the new asset class. We make our own financial decisions about what we want to do with our money, right? And so if you think it's a good time to buy Luna, get yourself some Luna. If you think you're going to wait a while and do that. If you look at the ecosystem, you want a dollar cost average, then the great thing is you have your choices to do so. And you can do your own due diligence to make your financial decisions, which I believe is what this new asset class is all about. That came from Bitcoin, and a monetary policy around Bitcoin is giving you choices and allowing you to make your own decision about the monetary policy that you choose to participate in. It's not about the technology. The technology is almost incidental. What's the most important, in my humble opinion, is your ability to choose your monetary policy and have more choices. That's what it's ultimately about, not about having someone else's monetary policy being shoved down your throat. And that idea and that concept, that new monetary policy started with Bitcoin. Again, it's not about the proof of work technology. It's about the monetary policy that it brought, like DAOs, right? DAGs and DAOs, decentralized autonomous organizations, right? Like governance protocols. This is something that spawned from Bitcoin and its monetary policy, and we should be thankful and grateful for that. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to end this live stream. It's been over an hour, like I do all of my live streams, and remind you guys of this: that old money doesn't want you to win, but that's okay though, because you and I are already winning. All right, listen, guys, I'm going to talk to you soon. See ya. Bye.